Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 7. So, I am currently on the 4th interlude video in which I am going to be leveling up the Dancer class and, if possible, the Cleric class as well to their max levels. But before that, I wanted to show the ability that I got at the 2nd level for the Dancer class, which is called Lure Dance. I didn't show it in the story video that I did last, episode 28. So I'm going to be showing it here very fast. It should be amongst, yep, there it is. This should be a lose a turn skill, basically where enemies lose their turn, if it affects them, of course. Now, I don't know if it, lasts for more than one turn or not. Which, if it lasts for more than one turn, then that would actually make it somewhat worth it to use. But I'll be finding out in a second here. I don't care if I take some damage. I'm going to pass up. I'm going to just parry on this next turn here. No, it doesn't seem like they lose any additional turns. So yeah, that's what it does. That's what Lure Dance does. As the dancer, Hero became a toe tapper and learned Parry Pass. And all three of them did so. Let's check out Parry Pass. If I remember correctly, this might have been an ability that Kiefer had. I'm not sure now. I don't know if I got that with him in this playthrough or not. Deflects enemy attacks. So I believe what this does is it deflects the attack to another party member. I'm going to just use it with all three of my characters here. And I think the attack has to be physical, though. No, it literally reflected it back at the enemy there. That's cool. So yeah, that's what it does. Maribel just hit level 23. As a dancer, Hero, Maribel, and Gabo became a dervish and learned Odd Dance. So let's go check out what Odd Dance does. I have no idea what it does. Something tells me it might be something weird, though, based off the name. Okay, it should be among others, I would imagine. Yeah, right here. Dance drains MP. What is that, like, restore my MP for my characters? That would be cool. Let's see. It was unaffected. Reduced. Okay, so all it does is just reduce the enemy's MP. It doesn't steal it and give it to my own character, at least as far as I can tell. But it's still a cool little ability. I wonder if it'll work on bosses. That would be pretty useful. Hero just hit level 23. As a dancer, Hero became amateur, and so did Mary and Gabo, and they all learned an ability called Sidestep. So let's check out what that is. And they also matured, so using their experience as warriors, they learned Sword Dance. So Sidestep and Sword Dance, two abilities that I want to check out. If I recall, Sword Dance is pretty cool. So let's whistle our way into battle. First, check out Sidestep. Did I say Sidestep before? Anyways, Quick Step to dodge. Okay. So does this just allow me to dodge any attack? Well, that obviously didn't work. Okay. I guess it works only for specific types of skills, but not magic. That's what I'm guessing anyway. So now let's check out Sword Dance. Rapid Blade Dance. That's what it's described as. That's 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. So it does 4 hits. I can imagine, and it can miss too. I imagine that that's going to be useful if my characters are, once my characters are stronger, have better classes that aren't reducing their strength by so much. As the dancer class, Hero became a prancer and learned Dance Shut. And of course, Gabo and Mary did as well, so let's go check that out. I'm not entirely sure what it does, because I've probably never even tried to use it before. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's amongst this list. Yeah, dance shut. Stop enemy dancing? Okay. I don't know what that means, but we'll find out in a second, won't we? There we go. Was unaffected. Not terribly surprised there. As the dancer hero became Bounder and learned Panty Dance. And that is, I believe, supposed to mean panic. I already have these star orts right here, which I think do the exact same thing, cause confusion, but I'll still check out what it can do anyways. So let's see. It should be, yeah, right here. Confuse a group of foes. Now let's check out Star Ort. Use this item in combat. So let's compare the two and see if it's more or less the same. Actually, I'll use, since it says group of foes, it would work on both of those Venom birds, so I'm going to use it on these two enemies right here instead. Okay, so it's a little bit better than the Star Ort, and obviously I'm going to be replacing the Star Orts then. I don't need those in my inventory anymore. As the dancer hero became a true talent, and so did Mary and Gabo, and they learned KO dance. Now this is probably going to be exactly what it sounds like. It's probably similar to other instant kill moves, so let's check it out. Let's see. KO dance, Dance of Death. Let's just use it with all three characters. Hopefully it can't hurt my own characters. Okay, that wasn't a good fight to showcase it with. But I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what it does, so yeah. Okay, so Hero, Mary, and Gabo mastered the dancer class with by reaching the true talent level and learning KO dance. So it's time to go back to Dharma and switch out to the next class, which is going to be Cleric. Okay, I'm back in the Dune region, and all three characters are the Cleric class now, so let's get started. Okay, so Hero actually learned Expel, and so did Maribel and Gabo, and the reason why is because it is actually an ability that is attached to the very first level. See, they haven't actually leveled up their Cleric class yet, but it's an ability that's attached to the very first level of the class, and you just need to fight one fight to learn it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show what it does. I believe it's a spell, since most abilities as a cleric should be spells. So it's probably, yeah, erase an enemy group for 1 MP. So it sounds just like, you know, KO related abilities. Not terribly surprised it doesn't work on these guys, but it works on a whole group just like the KO dance did, so yeah, just wanted to show that. Gabo was promoted to level 22. As the cleric, Hero, Maribel, and Gabo became novices and learned Infernos. Now that's obviously an attack ability that we've seen enemies use in the past. I believe it's a fire-based ability that attacks groups of enemies, or all enemies. I honestly don't know what it'll be, but let's find out. They're all grouped together, so Hurl Sharp Tornado for 2 MP. And I don't think it's going to be very strong, but I could end up being surprised. Not really all that strong. As the cleric, Hero became an acolyte, and of course Maribel and Gabo did as well, and they all learned upper. Hero, I believe, already had upper, And what it does is it increases their defense. It's a spell that increases defense, so I don't really have to explain what it does, but I'll just show the description. Boosting the defense of an ally. It only does it one at a time, and obviously I already have War Song right here, which raises the defense of all of my allies, so I don't really need it. As the cleric, Hero, Maribel, Gabo all became prelates. I don't know how to spell that, pronounce that word. And they all learned Stop Spell. So let's go check out what Stop Spell does. It basically just prevents enemies from casting magic, but I'll still show it anyways, because I don't know how much MP it costs, so that's kind of important. Stop Spell seals enemy magic. And I'll use Expel as well in this fight too, just for the sake of argument. So, let's see. Others, Stop Spell again. They were both unaffected, that's not terribly surprising. And it didn't work on either of them. Spell doesn't seem like it's going to be very useful, but yeah, that's what it does. I imagine that something like Stop Spell will be more useful in boss fights, because I think that's like the intent behind that. Like, it's supposed to help with very specific battles. Maribel was promoted to level 24. As the cleric, Hero, Maribel, and Gabo became clergymen. And they learned Heal More. Hero already knew Heal More, but they're also maturing, but I have the skill that's they would have gotten, which is KO Dance. I learned that as a level 8 dancer. So, yeah. Heal More, basically all it is just heal, but, better. Hero was promoted to level 24, and I want to point out something. I'm currently grinding these job levels in the Dune region, and the job level cap is 25. And since Hero and Mary are already at level 24, I'm cutting it a little bit close here, but it won't be a big deal. I'll be done before I hit level 25 with them. As the cleric, Hero became priest and learned Infirmore, and of course Maribel and Gabo did as well. So let's check what Infirmore does in battle. Okay. And it should probably be the same as Infernos, probably. Infirmore, I think, yeah, they're both group-based abilities. So I'll just use it on that first group, and then hope that it deals a lot of damage. Well, it looks like it deals a lot of damage. It's not exactly impressive. So far, most of the magic hasn't been all that impressive compared to abilities, and some of the abilities aren't as impressive as I hoped they'd be, but yep, there we go. As the cleric, Hero became a bishop, and of course Maribel and Gabo did as well, and they all learned Heal All. So let's go check that out. It sounds like it's an ability that can heal, fully heals and allies, so it can only be used on one character at a time, but for 6 MP, it can heal your HP to full, which will be very useful later on when my character's HP is, in the hundreds, which it technically already is, but, in the few hundreds, 300, 400, so on. Okay, as the cleric, Hero became a high priest, and so did Gabo, and so did Maribel, and they all learned Vivify. Now, Vivify is a revival skill, but unlike Angel Song, which can only be used in battle, Vivify can actually be used outside of battle at the cost of 8 MP, and it says it might revive an ally, so I guess there's like a 50-50 chance of it working. I guess Angel Song might be the same in that regard, but yeah, that's an option in case my characters end up dying or whatever. So there's one last thing I want to do now that I've mastered the Cleric class, I'm going to go back and change to a Bard, and then I'm going to mature the Bard to be able to learn the ability between Cleric and Bard. So I'll be right back here in a little bit. Okay, I'm back at the Dune region as the Bard for all three classes to get the hybrid skill between Cleric and Bard. So I'm going to get started. Gabo just hit level 23. As Bard, Hero is making up, and by using his experience as a Cleric, he learned Heal Song. And of course, Mary and Gabo did as well, so let's go check out that ability very fast. I'm going to make sure that it can't be used outside of battle first. Doesn't look like it. So I will enter battle very fast. This is a group heal ability that I could use for free, I believe. Yep. Heals, singing heals 20 HP. So I will use that on all three characters very fast, just for the sake of doing so. And it doesn't show how much it heals, but I think it's like an average of around like 20 to 30 HP each time, so yeah. Now I'm going to go back to Dharma and change to the Mariner class, and then I'm going to be back in Dune. Okay, I am back in Dune Village now, and yeah, this is where I'm going to be wrapping things up. Thank you very much for watching. The next story video should be released alongside this one as well. So, yeah, thank you again, and see you there.